are raped. Dogs are getting raped openly. I have seen Sri Narendra Ji Modi. He is probably active, but I have not seen amendment in the legislations for animal cruelty or animal welfare. What's your opinion about celebrity status for exotic animals?
Highly misguiding. If you have 250 kilo animal in your house, his presence itself can be destructive. I don't like to discuss it. I don't like to promote it. Around the world, now there is a serious lack of understanding about animals. The history of human-dog relationship was never for the dog to come and sit inside your house. Each of the breeds which you commonly see here had a purpose. They had a sense of direction. These natural genetic traits help them to be part of our daily life. You basically don't teach the dog anything. Nature has programmed everything into them.
Hello. Welcome to L.O.L. Let's Off Leash. This is the podcast that speaks about freedom in every story. If you tune in until this, means you love pets or somehow you're related to animals. Something has put you in until this. Just now you won't believe what happened. An epic podcast episode had been taken. What a guest we had with us. A number of experience with dogs, cats, with eagle, with owl, and what else? Something should be kept for secret. Shh. We will not tell now. You have to see the podcast then. But the guest name is Balram Buddha. You have heard about this name? If not, you're going to love what he have said. Do not miss this epic episode, what we have just shooted. Our team was so happy with this episode. We spoke about what else, what not. We spoke about government. We spoke about legislations. We spoke about social media impact, cultural impact, training impact, behavior impact, war, and wild animal. Exotic celebrities enjoying their animals, controversies. So let's deep down into this entire episode and enjoy this podcast. If you come until this, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this podcast with your furry family and scaly friends. Sit back, enjoy this podcast. We will be tuning to the podcast right now. Thank you. Welcome, Balram. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me here.
So, your name is very interesting. Balram Buddha. How did you get this name?
See, of course, Balram, thanks to my parents. Nothing, I have no hand in that.
Okay.
Buddha as a name I coined it around 2009, if my memory is right. When I landed in UAE, I started closely working with a lot of rescue agencies. I am more known to handling dogs with severe behavior issues, which are going to get abandoned or people have given up on them. So Buddha has a very, I find it very deep saying that mind is a great follower but a dangerous master.
Of course.
Which exactly applies to our pets.
Mm-hmm.
If they are followers, they are great. It is nice to have them. They are part of our society and a balanced part of our society life. But if they turn out to be masters, these same animals can become dangerous.
Okay.
So based on that thought process, I coined the word Buddha of a concept of having an animal in your house. And initially, I would help people understand the separation that is Balram is me, Buddha is the concept. But as time passed, people started knowing me as Buddha. So,
because this name is very unique, and I found it very spiritual. Like Balram Buddha. In Hindu, Balram is already a deity.
Yeah.
and even Buddha also a deity. And what field you are doing, like with dogs, with rescue things, and with training everything, I think you justified your name.
Thanks.
Balram Buddha. So it's like what I read about your journey. It's from Kerala to Delhi
Yeah.
to Dubai.
Yeah.
Like, how did you dive into that Kerala, Delhi, and then Dubai, and from Citibank to dog behaviorist or trainer or kind of animal?
Not just Citigroup. I had almost 18 years of corporate life. You asked me in brands in India, like I've worked with Tatas. I was with Reliance. You can say by 18 years of corporate life, I was like 2016, 17, I realized, I am more better off with animals than humans.
Okay.
So how the journey started, I cannot take the credit of basically turning this into a profession. I was brought up near a dog pound. That's where I used to spend most of my time. And the trainers over there found that I used to go to the dogs which everybody runs away from.
Okay.
And I could kind of help them with these dogs. So they started giving me formal training. And I started helping them with these dogs which, they are not able to manage. But coming from an Indian middle class family, the story is MBA, corporate life. We kind of follow the journey which everybody takes. Which brought me to Dubai. Here I was sales head for a print and production house. And when I came over here, I started working with these rescue agencies and people who kind of have dogs which are kind of getting abandoned. They're struggling with them. Initially, it was just a passion. But as the journey continued, years passed, people started knowing me and started making me more and more busy. So 2015-16, I made a conscious decision of kind of shifting completely into this. So from there, this is my life.
Amazing. Like, from what is your parents' reaction about this? Because Indian families basically understand doctor, engineer, MBA and this kind of, but dog behaviorist trainer, they don't understand.
Honestly, still now my mom does not know what I do.
Yeah.
She cannot.
Okay.
So the thing is, but by the age which I made this transition completely, I think they were just, maybe confused thoughts and stuff. Nothing which affects me in terms of changing the decision or hurt somebody. Okay, fine, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, because I found a line, maybe in your Instagram or maybe in your WhatsApp somewhere, which attract me a lot, that work for a cause, not for applause.
Yeah.
Which actually what I am also doing, what you are also doing. Maybe for that, still our ecosystem is going on.
No, I would say currently there's a whole rush of people trying to be unique.
Yeah, something content.
Yes, for me, somebody does not try to be unique. Do your stuff. You are so comfortable with yourself and your work. Basically, you forget the crowd. And automatically you will be standing aside from the crowd. So you cannot try to be unique. You just be you, do your thing, and that's the way forward.
I support that. Because doing something unique should be your passion. Should be you loving that thing. Whatever you do, you should love it.
See, just to kind of share my thoughts on that, you cannot try to do something unique. You do something which you love, and when you excel in that, actually start standing out, and which will make you unique. So
I absolutely believe in this. So have you seen that many of the dog parents have complained that before my puppy was very cute, very sweet, now they turn to aggressive?
Oh, that's a journey which I get involved on a regular basis. I see that fear in them when that first bite or a snap happens from a thing which they thought is a quite harmless, cute little thing which they brought into their house. If I summarize the major reason of behavior issues in UAE, it is not that dogs are getting abused or any of those sorts. The problem here is that it's not here. I would say around the world is that now there is a serious lack of understanding about animals because maybe social media and this, they are giving a very wrong picture about these animals. Now, let's take an example of dogs. The history of human-dog relationship was never for the dog to come and sit inside your house.
Okay.
Each of the breeds which you commonly see here had a purpose. They had a sense of direction. For example, hunting dogs.
Guard dog.
Yeah, guard dogs. So these genetic traits, these natural genetic traits helped them to be part of our daily life. I always tell them you basically don't teach the dog anything. Nature has programmed everything into them. We enhance the behaviors and traits which we want according to our requirement. When a puppy when somebody comes with a puppy, I tell them, see, this puppy role should be defined. The same puppy can be trained into a ferocious guard dog, attack dog, a friendly family dog, hunting dog, sniffer dog. No matter what is the direction which you want to go, this puppy can be guided through. The challenge happens is when the puppy is not guided. And these genetic traits take over, and as they start growing up, they become physically far advanced than us. When a dog is in an environment which he doesn't understand and he's never guided, he will just behave like a dog. And that makes them dangerous in that environment.
So it can be related kind of that it's a lifestyle compatibility and financial responsibility.
No, if you even before you get a dog, you should have done all these assessments from your side that do you have the financial resources? Do you have the time for that animal? Are you ready to kind of take up the responsibilities? We are living in UAE. If you have to travel abroad, I come across this on a common, like we are suddenly, on some unforeseen reasons, we have to leave the country. We cannot take our dog with us. Okay. These thought processes should come before you get a dog.
Yeah, but you know that when we take dog, these questions I have raised many times, but I got feedback from many parents maybe that when we take a dog, maybe we have not seen COVID. Before COVID, someone took a dog. No one knew COVID is going to come. There will be layoffs in the jobs, and suddenly this came, and many people loses their job. Many people go like transferred from one place to another place. So that circumstances.
See, once the circumstances are there, yes, my empathies are there, but I wouldn't buy the argument that they never expected COVID to be there. Come on, if you are planning a human kid, you will plan the kid's future.
Yeah, I wanted to listen this only. Yeah.
The thing is, there is a lack of seriousness.
Yeah.
People don't understand what they're getting into.
Yeah.
Once they get into that journey, that's the time they'll realize. And this is thing which I kind of constantly come across.
Yeah.
Buddha, we never expected this. We thought it was cute. Yeah, cute. You have to make it cute. Dogs come from the line of predators. They are hunting dogs.
Yeah.
Okay. I always help people understand that if a dog bites, don't be shocked, because that is not something which is unnatural or something happening only to you. It is their natural behavior. If you don't guide them how to behave in a human world, they will behave like they are animals. They are dogs. They are natural beings. And one thing which I tell people, we did not go to their environment. We brought them to our environment.
Our environment, yeah.
So when you raise a kid, you teach the kid how to live in a society.
Yes.
Okay, you don't just have a kid and let it be. No, that education process has to be gone from a dog also, because you have brought the dog to an environment which it technically doesn't understand. The poor thing, simple social structures which we have, they don't understand. Genetically, they are territorials, right? So anybody who is not part of that family is an outsider. And if you don't teach them what is the norms of being in a house, they will take that house as their territory, and anybody entering the territory they will guard.
So, what is the best age to get them the training or make them to understand that what is good, what is not good?
See, age-wise, I would say the moment the dog enters your house, you should start taming them. Before training, I believe in a concept called taming. Now, this word is basically, people have addressed it in a very negative manner.
Yeah, wild animal.
Obviously, it's a wild animal. We are wild animal. We tame our kids. I read it somewhere. Civilization started when humans tamed themselves into a society.
Yeah, civics. What civics said.
So, no matter where we are born in the world, if somebody is coming to your house, that they will not teach the kid to go and jump on the person coming from the house. So that is taming. Taming does not mean whips and sticks and all that. Yes, you have got an animal, whether wild or born in captivity, that's a different story. You got an animal to your house. You need to tame them as you tame your kids to be part of that society. So the moment the animal comes into your house, you need to guide them.
So you believe in methodological this training basis?
See, now in terms of techniques and methods, there are n number of ways to approach this. What I believe is you understand your lifestyle, your capacity, what temperament you have, what kind of a dog you have, then decide what to. The n number of social media videos you see, they are neither good, they are not bad. You need to understand, does it fit into your lifestyle? Okay. So once you get that aspect of what fits into your lifestyle, and don't have standard thoughts, oh, my neighbor is having a dog this way, oh, I see those dog on YouTube, they are like this, or social media, they are like this. Your dog is part of your lifestyle.
Yes.
Don't change your lifestyle for your dog. Teach them to be part of it.
Yes.
And don't try to convince yourself about your lack of taking up responsibility of not guiding them as love and affection, or let them be free. Then let them be free. You are putting that animal in danger and people around them in danger.
Yeah.
Every freedom, sometimes we take freedom as granted, but freedom is a concept which is protected by the rules and boundaries which we have built up. There are a lot of places where we go where freedom is scary. People are scared to step outside. There's a lot of things happening around the world because there is no boundary and security or rules. So that same thing has to be taught to your animal. That's all. Then they can be free because they understand that environment.
So is this the reason? Because as your career is vast, so is this the reason you worked with so many trainers and you collaborated with so many trainers, but somewhere, somehow, it's not fitted into?
See, the thing is, as I tell, every trainer is good. Every trainer has his strength and weaknesses also. So otherwise, he will not be a trainer. He will not be in the industry. So what we need to understand is, a success of a trainer is not showing the animal behaving with the trainer, because that's not where the animal is going to end up with. The success of a trainer is an animal being with the end user, that is the owners, right? So that's where you need to bridge the gap. I always, when I go to sessions, I tell, no, sorry, my work is more with you than with him. Because let me give you an example to help you understand. You got a horse, right? You got a wild horse. Now you send the horse to me. I have trained the horse. I have tamed the horse. That will be the right word. I am riding the horse. Can you come and ride that horse? Obviously no. Because I have to guide you how to ride that horse. Keep that same seriousness when you get a dog into your house. You need to understand the dog. Dog need to understand what he's supposed to do. As simple as that. And this simple philosophy, if you implement, you will reduce the most number of cases of dogs getting abandoned because of behavior issues.
Yeah.
Because this behavior is for humans. In a dog, there is no good and bad behavior. They follow patterns which either they have learned or you have taught them.
Yeah, they are like soil. A soil, you will put it into the shape, they will take that exact shape, right? So yeah, canine are like this only. We need to give them a shape. I have seen so many parents, like I will not tell parents, maybe the dog owners, they take it for the social media content or something kind of, and they want to, for them training means, can you do a handshake, please? Can you pull up your legs? I don't think that should be done. This is not a training. Training means discipline. It's not that he is not a someone joker in the circus, that someone is came or for the reels or for this all these cringe topics. He need to do that handshake and all this.
See, that is exactly why I got this concept, and I'm actually spreading this concept. The difference between taming and training.
Yeah.
You can live with a dog which is not trained into doing shake hands, jumps, and rollovers and all that. But you cannot live a balanced life with a dog which is not tamed to be part of your life. Right? So that has to be implemented. You have to understand what is your requirement. So again, coming back to topic, that's where I say a lot of trainers have their strengths and stuff. They're all good, but you need to understand what you need from them in your house and guide the trainer, telling that this is what I require in my house, not just take what the trainer is showing you. Okay.
Like trainer should know the lifestyle of the.
Of course, because that dog is gonna end up in that lifestyle.
So that means trainer. It means that human training is needed before the dog training.
Definitely, yes.
Right.
Coming back to the horse riding, that unless a human is trained to ride a horse. You can spend n number of money getting a most expensive horse, getting it trained from the best trainer. Unless you know how to ride the horse, there's no point.
Correct. I
as simple as that.
I agree with your point. Absolutely correct. And I have seen 39 rescued falcon. Like from the falcon shop, just let us know what is.
He was abandoned. It was a eagle in a. It's not a falcon. It's an eagle. It was an eagle in a falcon shop which got loose and got injured and ended up killing 2-3 falcons and stuff. And they wanted it out. All the animals in my place are basically abandoned. People got them. As I said, thinking of something else, they got them and they realized this is not what they signed up for, ended up deciding to give up on the animals.
Owl also.
Everything, all those animals.
So what did they think? Owl? That's a cat. They bought owl.
No, exactly. We are living in a age where acquiring things is easy. Right. So I still remember when I was young, if you wanted to have a breed, for example, a German Shepherd, it was not easy.
No, absolutely, yeah.
Now you just put one message and you have 10 on your door.
So
accessing stuff is easy, which brings me to the topic. Like recently, there's a huge ban of breeds in India, right? I think if my knowledge is right, almost 23 breeds are banned, and I think 40 odd from terrier breeds have been banned. Now, is that right or wrong? Society has taken a decision to protect itself.
Who's the society?
Humans. We rule. See, that humans are the people who are making decisions.
Like, how is it possible? I don't understand.
I'll come back to that. See, but is that a solution to that problem? I wouldn't agree on that, because the solution of the problem, it's not the animal which is the problem. It's the human who does not know what is he getting into is the problem, right? As simple as that. If you need to drive a car, you need a license. If you need to drive a truck, you need a different license.
Yeah.
Right? Same way, having a small breed, even a small breed can be severely aggressive. I work with a lot of the cutest so-called breed like Maltese, Shih Tzus, which are extremely aggressive. And I have worked with, or I have these big so-called dangerous breed, which are most friendly and calm in the house. Now, it's not the breed; it's the people who does not know what to do. Instead of getting a small car, they decide to get a truck. You don't know to drive; you're gonna crash both. But the damage that truck will cause will be much more severe than what a small Yaris will cause. So this problem has to be addressed. People has to be educated, and they have to realize that unfortunately these animals are not accessories, and the current lifestyle we live in does not, lot of people does not support having these breeds in their house. And once that understanding comes in, people stop going to buy this, automatically your problems are solved. Because as long as the demand is there, how much rules and regulations, things will come, they will be finding ways around it.
We need to, so before we restrict any breed, don't you think we need to think about the root cause, that the backyard breeders, puppy mills should be closed before all these things?
See, exactly. So these backyard breeders, why are they propping up? Because there's a demand, right? So to address this root cause is that demand. And what is that demand is, and trust me, people, a lot of people once educated, they realize, this is will not work with us. Like I have, as I said, all these dogs which I have are adopted, and if I get a suitable home, I rehome them. But I go through a process for rehoming them. Number one process is, it's not about any financials or anything. You have to come and work with me for at least 4 to 5 days with that animal with me.
Amazing. Yeah, of course. You need to understand.
And during this process, I can decline them or they can decline. And before that, I have an open chat. It is not about your apartment. It is not about your villa. It's about, do you have it, what the animal requires? Okay. Recently, a family came to me, a beautiful family, husband, wife, 2 kids, a maid. Now they come to have a discussion. So people who wants to get a dog sometimes come and have a chat with me. So I'll just break down their lifestyle to you. The kids and the husband leaves for work in the morning. In their house, the lady is basically working from home. So she's home with the maid, and so they are working from home. Around 3 o'clock, the kids come back. They kind of have their freshen up and they spend some time. By 5, 6 o'clock, they have their tuitions and activities and stuff. One of the kid is a soccer player or something, so he goes. And around 8 o'clock, the comes back with the husband. So the Saturday is filled with activities and stuff for the kids. Sunday is only one day they have, which kind of they hang out. Now, my question was, where do you have a time and space for a dog?
Yes. So
in this life, and this is a common lifestyle for most of the families.
Yes.
When you squeeze in an animal into this equation, that's where you struggle. Animal needs time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree. Okay, once in a while you don't have time, your house help walks the dog, it's fine. But walking a dog is a relationship activity with the dog.
So it's come to the 0 point again, that your house help should also appreciate the dog.
In olden days, when a kid reaches that teenage phase, it's like a customary to give them a dog. Now, that was a concept given to that kid. The kid has to take care of the dog, clean the dog, walk the dog, train the dog, feed the dog, everything. Now what is happening? Kid comes, runs, oh my God, cute little thing, kid is gone. Dog is being taken by the house help or something. In this scenario, why did you have a dog?
Yeah.
So it is not an accessory. And this dog, I have a lot of cases where dog is friendly with the house help, but it is aggressive towards the owners.
The time matters.
Because the owner, dog, see, you cannot bribe an animal. They are pure force of nature. Initially, you talk about spirituality. For me, that's what I've learned. When I deal with these guys, they are pure forces of nature. So if there's no manipulation. You cannot bribe them. Dog will not respect you because, I pay the rent here or this house belongs to me. Dog does not have any of those concepts. Dog is clean. It's pure. You earn its respect, he trusts you, he will follow you. Okay? Otherwise, he will do what a natural dog will be doing, which will be a misfit in a human society.
So this is the reason. But India, don't you think that nowadays vote is coming on? The very crucial point for India. I have seen Sri Narendra Ji Modi doing so lot of things for so many things, culturally, diversity, economic, and everything. He's probably active, but I have not seen any law amendment in the legislations for animal cruelty or animal welfare.
See, I would reply to you that in two different ways. See, there are a lot of laws already existing.
But that's it's 50 rupees.
No, the thing is that is not being implemented. No, there are more severe laws, not just 50 rupees. There are serious laws there, but nobody implements those laws. Okay. Now, in terms of amendments and more structural approach, I would not basically say only for India. Since I've kind of noticed different nationalities and everything which I've worked with, I would say we humans are still not civilized enough, or we have not reached that state where we can look beyond us. Because even now, so the thing is, 99% of the reason why you get a dog into your life is you, not the dog.
Yeah.
I want a dog. Does a dog want to be? No, we don't think on those terms.
Yeah, even birds, you see so much of
Anything,
parrots
any pet you kind of
inside the
take
cage.
from smaller animals to lions and tigers, all these breeds, everything is God because humans want it.
Yeah.
Once you get them, you try to convince ourselves that we are giving what they require. Oh, we are giving them love, affection. Do they need love and affection? Have you ever thought about that? No. So I would say we have not gone to a state where we have grown beyond us to think about. So this is some conversation which I always ponder over. I feel humans think we are a far superior breed. That's why we are guilty of anthropomorphism. We try to humanize everything around us, right? But no, they are their own identities. They are individuals. They have their own personalities and characters.
But there should be some strict penalties or strict regulations, like kind of a rape. Yeah, I mean a rape. Dogs are getting raped openly. No legal enforcements are there to take care of that.
No. I think the rules are there. It's not being enforced. What you said is right. The rules, like for breeding, for animal breeding, there are strict laws. It's not allowed to do it. Okay, but the thing is, again, the demand is there. Humans are demanding it.
No amendment. I mean, if their laws are there in India, like rules are there, how people do not know? Like I know what is 302. You know what is 144. What is a law for killing a dog? And no one knows that. Most of them do not know and don't care to know also.
Because the implementation is not so hard. That's for to reach the point where we take, as you said, you use a very strong word of rape, right? So to reach a stage where humans understand this is as important as something happening to a human, which please don't understand that I'm even undermining that. I take it with all seriousness and stuff. When you're talking about an animal, it does not get that importance among us. We still take them as accessories. Forget dogs, take hamsters, I have got tortoises which are like 45 old and they're big, huge. If you go to any pet shop, you'll get these 45 dirham small little things. Anybody will be attracted to buy it. So from turtles to tortoise, it's so, but when you buy it, do you even think what you're getting into? What is the requirement? No, you just go and buy it. So my take on this, we have to go on on a basically a very aggressive campaign and stuff where people realize what they are getting into. It is not just you spend 45 dirhams and bring this small little thing to your house. No, it's gonna grow.
How to take care.
A Selcatos will live up to what, 80, 90 years. Okay, more than your own life. And they grow huge and they are destructive. They destroy stuff. Okay, they can dig 10 feet holes in the ground.
Correct.
Right. So when you get these things into your house, you should know what you're getting into. And that's where, yes, of course, you can go behind these backdoor breeders and blah, 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 and all that. Definitely that is, but that will not solve the problem, because as long as the demand is there, the supply will find its ways.
Yes.
Any kind of banned substance or things which you have in a human life, it finds its way out. Same as animals. So we need to educate people. We need to tell them, okay, this is what you're getting into. Like most of the people who come and have a discussion with me sometimes say, Buddha, you are discouraging of us having a dog. No, I'm bringing the seriousness in front of you. If you feel that is discouraging, that means you're not ready.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So I'm giving you facts. This is what you require. This is what you need to have in the house. So a lot of times I work with rescue agencies and we have a conflict of opinion, is that when you send an aggressive dog to me, okay, my work with the dog is only 40%. Once I integrate them in with my team and my dog and my house and everything, you cannot just take that dog and give it to somebody else. Because if you take that dog and put him in another environment, he will go back to his old behaviors where we term them aggressive and dangerous. To rehome them, it is basically a process.
Fostering.
The thing is, even for fostering, anybody who wants to pick that animal from my side, you have to come and work with me where I hand over the animal to you. It's like a manual. I'll tell you, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you introduce your dog to your house. First 1 month, do this. Slowly, as you start basically forming part of it, the animal start becoming part of your lifestyle. You know what the animal is. Animal knows what the boundary of your house is. Then slowly, then changing those rules. So people believe that you send the animal to me, I reprogram them, put a new chip, and I hand over the dog back. No, that doesn't work. My biggest challenge is working with humans who don't understand this concept.
Humans, a serious problem.
I think we should, maybe again I will make a controversial statement that I think the biggest breed control needed is for humans.
Yeah.
We are multiplying
I
like
wish
crazy.
I could have done this. And trust me, if I don't know, Narendra Modi ji will listen to this podcast or not, but I want someone like Yogi ji who should enforce this animal welfare.
Hopefully.
What's your reaction or what's your opinion about celebrity status for exotic animals? How they promote exotic animals?
Highly misguiding. What you see on what you get promoted is like a 10, maybe a 30-second reel or something. What you're saying, that's not what is behind the scenes.
Okay. That's interesting.
If you have a 250 kilo animal in your house, his presence itself can be destructive. Okay, let's forget him being aggressive, wild, or whatever I'm saying. The presence itself can be destructive. For example, a cat which rubs on you and falls onto your leg is done by a bigger cat, which is around 168 kilo, will break your bones. Right?
Yeah.
And second, they don't belong to our world. We have enough and more things which again you can manage rather than bringing these guys to our world. So comes back to education. Whatever you see on the celebrity status is not real. I have seen firsthand. I don't like to discuss it. I don't like to promote it because I personally don't agree on them being with us. What you see is not real. Okay, you might be seeing some drugged tiger who's sitting and people taking photos in front of them. Please understand what beauty of that animal is. That is an animal
What
which is
majesty.
yeah, it is beautiful. If you actually see them in their nature, they are beautiful. They are huge. Okay, I understand bringing them into captivity for conservation and all that, but they are not pets to be have in a human world. Okay, so it comes back to educating people. Please, what you see is fake.
Do not follow that.
So as I said, we should have an aggressive campaign where we point out this is not what is reality.
Yes. This is just the 30-second reels.
Yeah, and I don't believe in any kind of expression of a superiority, that is, I'm a more masculine or a man by having a tiger or a lion in your house, which you yourself are scared of. I know a lot of people.
They can't be pet.
They can't be pets. They can't be pets. They should not be pets. So thing is, people having alligators and snakes and all, they're very primitive animals. They don't have a concept of the concept is very primitive. For them, it's food, territory. That's it. Beyond that, they don't have any social structure. Not all. I'm just giving some examples. So expecting them to become part of a highly social, a human society which is highly structured and social, you're bringing dangerous. Yeah.
This is dangerous. This is their habits.
Yeah.
Maybe dangerous for us, but that's their livelihood.
They are not good. As I said, they are not doing anything good or bad.
For this. Yeah. So have you been inside a forest?
I come from a place where we constantly it was very near to us, and I had a lot of friends with tribal people who live in forests. So I had close interactions with them.
So how's the vibes?
It's very different, peaceful.
Peaceful?
Yeah, peaceful, very peaceful. I would say non-manipulative. If you see, even me or everybody, every person, we have been programmed in a way that everything which you do, we have a vested interest. And do it for some purpose. We don't do something which is just for doing it. When you go to these people who live in forests and stuff, very few are left right now, but their life is beautiful. It's like, we cannot comprehend. We cannot replicate. We can just watch and observe. Try not to change them, but they're also getting influenced. But very different from us.
So much things are affecting our ecosystem, like this plastic bottles affecting this sea people, like sea whales, sharks, small fish.
Well, if a human population comes down, all these problems will be sorted.
Yeah, seriously.
Breed control
humans, because cutting the trees, destroying this forest culture for money and for everything, exporting animals from their own place for their own rehabilitant place. They are coming into the place where humans are residing, which is not possible. The entire ecosystem
we are encroaching their space. They need space.
But what we are doing, I think it's against nature.
Definitely. I would say, of course, there will be a conflict always, but we should do in a scenario where it is balanced. That's what we should focus on. There should be a balance maintained.
Yeah. Should we call this Kali Yuga?
Definitely, this looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it.
Like going all against all the odds. Disturbing all, like who are peacefully living, disturbing them. And if they start disturbing us, just imagine.
See, the only advantage which we have is we have an advantage of having logical thought processes. We kind of, work as a team to feed our greed and stuff. Maybe our civilization has reached that level. The normal necessities of survival are slowly gone. So just going off topic from animals, I was reading somewhere the biggest investment humans are making is in weapons to destroy itself.
Materialistic.
Weapons, right? I'm talking about military. So that's where basically the huge, if you kind of take the amount of investment made, the most investments are made to creating weapons, that is to destroy us. So that itself shows where we are headed.
In which way, which directions we are going.
We are gone from there was a time when we were struggling to survive,
Yeah.
but now we think we are gods.
Everything, yeah. Is it kind of this? Okay, beep, 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 cut, edit. I got your point. I got your expressions. So it's a very heavy topic for both of us. Let's do a quick rapid fire.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Mood change.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to be very fast and there will be no space for thinking. Okay?
Okay, bad at it, but let's see.
Okay.
Nothing comes out without filtering in my mouth.
Okay, still we
Yeah,
see,
let's see.
we come
Yeah.
into the controversies.
Yeah.
What are the top 3 traits a pet owner should have?
3 P's: patience, patterns, and persistence.
Nice. What is your favorite dog breed to train and why?
Not specific to breeds. I'm happy with working with. I would love more temperament than breed. That's a wrong concept to go with.
For breed.
Breed is basically as I said, Yaris are a truck. What is that suits into your lifestyle, and what is your like? The breed is not specific for me.
Okay. What is one common myth about dog behavior you wish to dispel?
Dogs are social animals.
Okay.
They're not social animals. They're pack animals.
Okay. Like a wolf?
Yeah, there's packs, and they're highly territorial.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf
Yeah,
pack
yeah.
will not. If a wolf pack, when they form a territory, they will not go and say hi to another wolf pack. Let's have a coffee or no. Any other wolf enters their territory, the weaker ones will raise the alarm. The stronger ones will go and take care of it, and that's bad. So they are the whole concept of dog being social animals or socializing. The concept is a little bit flawed as per me. Because when you take a dog to an environment where there are other humans and animals, we don't expect them to behave like a dog. We expect them how we want them to behave, which comes back to obedience.
Amazing. I buy this.
Thanks.
What is the one piece of advice you find yourself repeating to every dog owner?
Uh, they are not human kids or babies. Understand and respect them as animals. Okay? They will be happy, you will be happy.
Okay. Yeah. Morning walk or evening walk? What's better for pets?
As much as possible, but keeping the weather in mind. So
Walks,
now
I walk.
summers before sunrise should finish the morning walk, and evenings after sunset.
Whatever suits them, but walk is walk. I
Walk.
think my one is like night after the dinner. He thinks tomorrow when morning will come, I'll go for the walk. After he comes from work morning, then he again think when it will be 5, I'll go again for the walk.
See, dogs are happy to work. They
It's
work
just
like
one
yeah.
motive.
So it's your lifestyle. Whatever suits your lifestyle. Yeah.
What is the best food for dogs?
Uh, I would not be able to point out any specifics because dogs. Again, I would say what suits your lifestyle.
But
So
you think raw foods are good?
see, everything has its plus and minuses. So, what suits your lifestyle? I know dogs which is only on dog food for their entire life. There's
Okay.
no problem. I have dogs which, they were only on raw food and stuff. I know dogs which were basically whatever leftover human food was their food. I know people are going to kind of jump to that, but there are dogs which a huge amount of dog who lives over the leftover food of a human, and they are fine. They have no issues. Dogs which have lived over generations and there's no problem. So it's what fits into your lifestyle. Plus keeping the nutrition, whatever the simple things. Yeah.
I must say you have a vast knowledge. You talk sense, but it turns to controversies because truths are bitter.
Yeah. I am here to tell you what I believe, right?
Balram, you are amazing.
No, thank you. See, I am always happy to discuss stuff, to feel if I'm wrong, somebody's opinion. I'm always happy to have people who say that we have knowledge. But if somebody comes and tells me my knowledge is the only knowledge I have, I immediately shut myself down, that I don't want to prolong that conversation. So that's maybe how I expand my knowledge, because people who understand, we talk and we share.
Amazing. What if you want to advise someone regarding this entire animal kingdom? What would be your thought? One line thought, or something you think people should know, or now it's early days, humans should start understanding this before it's too late?
Think thoroughly before getting an animal to your house.
Mm-hmm.
Understand what the animal requires. Not just because you want an animal, don't bring them to your life. Understand what that animal requires. Only if you are capable of providing that, then bring the animal to your house.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Like, I think one podcast is not enough for us to
Thanks.
discuss so many things. Maybe season two again.
Sure.
It's a huge, and that time I come from West Bengal, part of Calcutta, where I have seen Royal Bengal tigers are majestically roaming in their own Sundarban, one of the
And good
famous
news,
place.
recently there was a report where they are growing in a very sustained manner for a very long time.
Yeah,
So their numbers are increasing. So that's nice to hear.
that's amazing. So for our audience, for our viewers, it's better to behave like a human being, what God has made us. Do not disturb someone who is living happily into their own home. Thank you so much for staying so long with us. And I hope this insightful podcast, you would love it. If you get something informative about this, do not forget to share. And Balram,
Pleasure.
how did
Thanks.
you feel?
It was really a pleasure talking to you. Okay. I always love a platform where I can spread awareness of having animals, So thanks for, I really had a good time chatting with you.
I hope next time you will, of course, come to Let's Off Leash again.
Definitely. More than
LOL.
happy. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. And this is the end of our podcast. I have not introduced myself before this podcast because I think animals need to be introduced before. What's the motive of this podcast need to be introduced before, and our guests who have lots of vast knowledge about animals. My name is Kasturi Jha. I'm the host of this podcast, L.O.L. Let's Off Leash. And who's coming the next guest? That will be a question. Bye.